Hello everyone and a good afternoon to you from Tsukuba. We're here at the Tsukuba Circuit, round 1 of the 2024 Hololive GT3 Japan Tsuyo Series. Well, here's a bit of an update. Today is Monday and the race was delayed from yesterday due to severe weather at Tsukuba, which actually befell during the race, and also looking at the weather conditions, which actually got worse. We unfortunately had to report that the weather is still not very sunny, but it's still at the very least not raining. So we're gonna take a look into the track map, more importantly, as we're also going to be taking a look into what expectations we're going to be looking at. 54.862 is the target lap time for the Tsukuba Circuit. Lap count 98 laps, corners 12. That's the amount of corners that driver has to deal with every lap at Tsukuba. It's round 1, of course, of the Tsuyo Series, and it's a well-known circuit for you to just attack and do fast laps, as was shown in Best Motoring's Best Motoring's videos from way back in the day and even in the present. So let's take a look into the Tsuyo standings, as we're really need to move on to qualifying as soon as possible. So we have been looking at drivers at the top 5 who have been very consistent. Only Kyle Winnick and Yu Chae-yeon managed to win amongst the top 5 drivers. And then looking at the rest of the top 10, Shadon Reza, So Byung-eun, Danilo Goyena, Ho Fu-mi, and Jeff Rohan making up the rest of the top 10. Jeff Rohan, of course, won at Autopolis in pretty controversial circumstances. We have Raji Kaczynski, Sean Pauli, Fonsa Damashna, Lawrence Arichi, and Rim Olgor taking up 11th to 15th. Olgor has won the all-season opening round, but has been consistent enough for him to at the very least remain in the Tsuyo Series. And Sky, Jay Goodwin, Alex Grant, Noah Shakareza, and Scott Mikalev make up the rest of the 20-car field. Mikalev Shakareza only managed to get into Tsuyo on the final race of the qualifiers. So watch out for them. With that being said, let's get on board into qualifying already. My name is Mama Shadon Reza in the commentary booth, and we're here at Tsukuba Circuit. The conditions are pretty cold here, much colder than yesterday's session. And right now we have a bit of a what do we call a CPU issue from what we're seeing, as it's been very laggy, but I think we managed to get ourselves back. So a qualifying session has officially started again. So the timer now ticking down from 15 minutes. Jeff Rohan is one of the drivers out on their laps. Lorenzo Ricci, Mohammad Shadon Reza, Raji Kaczynski also out. Now a bit of a talking point for the drivers at the back, but we're going to be talking about that later. First, we're going to be taking a look into Raji Kaczynski, who is one of 4 Team Lexus drivers to make the Tsuyo Series. Here's Raji Kaczynski is on board as we're about to start the lap. Quarter 12, we need to find that apex for you to get a good launch out of that main straight coming into the first corner. Here is the hump, the crest. Brake before it, as you get it up above the crest around turn 1. And then here's the exit. I think that's going to go turn 2. And then we got into the S section before you brake in the middle of the right hand corner before this internal hairpin. First sector done, it will be 21.486. Right hander coming in across the Dunlop. Not bad here, going on a good amount of speed, and then coming into the hairpin, turn 11. And now coming into the back straight here, late apex and a good run on that main straight is absolutely key, as you might want to try to get yourself a good run. 55.624 for Raji Kaczynski on that second sector timing tower. So he's good around maybe a 55.0 or rather 55.2, as Raji Kaczynski is the first driver to set a lap. Mohammad Shadon Reza says a 54.175, 1 second a lap faster than Raji Kaczynski. And this is what we're talking about. Shadon Reza was struggling in those wet weather conditions. Hasn't been able to get the setup done right, and then there was an issue of pit strategy on which weather is not playing a part of. So Shadon Reza is already having the first part done, and that is to qualify up front for him and Mori Luna in what would be his 4th final race for Luna. He now gets himself on top at Sky. and we got drivers completing their laps. Jeff Rohan also agreed to complete their laps. Jake Goodman and Lorenzo Ricci already chasing. Alex Grant also chasing. 46.216 for the Yukihana Lamy driver. 54.095 for Momoshita Reza. Continues to improve by about a few hundredths of a second. And Jake Goodwin up to the task by a 54.914. That Sky 5th. Ofumi beats everyone across the line. Beats Shazin Reza by 500ths of a second. He now puts his Tokino Sora Nissan up in the front row. His brother, Shazin's brother Shakib, gets into the second row with Tyler Williams alongside Shakib Reza in fourth. Not before Mikhalek frees himself with a 54.119. These colder conditions are absolutely destroying the lap time expectations. A few drivers have yet to complete their laps. One driver to note, Tsuyo Salman, who hasn't had the greatest of launches. We're going to need to see how Salman goes, as he's currently the slowest driver in the FIFA. Looking at how he is currently the only driver who is currently 20th and of course 5 seconds back, and he could, at the very least, does have a lot of free air and open air at that for him to try to attack. But Salman has not been at the races right now. He's already 2.3 seconds behind. This is some interesting indications. Tonight is Aski's acoustic live concert, on which she will be using her host slot to host her free live concert. This is as a preview to her own live concert. And as you will see, Raja Kaczynski peeling down the inside already of Christoph Salman, as Salman has been a bit slow. And as you can see here, there might be some improvement, but he's only improved by about 0.4 of a second. But anyways, back into Atsuki's story. Atsuki, in the recent live concerts in 2024, she has not used the original Idol uniform. Her last original Idol uniform usage was back in November 2023 during Laplus's anniversary concert, second anniversary concert. And since then, Atsuki has only used the bright uniforms. Unfortunately, Salman did not qualify for the Tsuyo Cup. He did qualify for the Tsuyo Series in the Hololive GT3 Japan Series, which is of course based on the original uniforms. And given a past history of Atsuki, who have only been known to use the bright uniforms in her own host concert, in her own concerts that she hosted, this is not going to bide well for Salman, as he's still absolutely struggling with a lot of time. He is going to expect to see some back marker pace. Very, very concerning. 6 minutes of qualifying has been concluded, with Airi Nakamura continuing to get herself a bit further up. She's now in 6th place. Looking to see some okay-ish improvements, as we're seeing here. And then looking into the spread of the other drivers here, the fastest Lexus Rim Allgore currently in 7th place. We got 11 drivers within a second of the pole sitter. Hopefully Raj Kaczynski improved but doesn't beat anyone's this time. Fumi, or rather Williams, gets his car out to try to get a faster lap time, get himself into the front row. It was a very dramatic 11 hours it's been for Tyler Williams, of course, being a British driver himself. This may also expand to Sean Pauli, but I'm not sure Sean Pauli is interested in football. But England's comeback to get into the quarterfinals after being absolutely unremarkable throughout the entire match up until the final minutes of stoppage time puts him into tenterhooks, Tyler Williams, and now he's got that extra drive to drive the Amanakata number 57. And speaking of which, let's take a look into his updated helmet here. Light blue camo, rose, the wings and all that stuff. But that's not the only thing we need to take a look into Williams, as we're going to be taking a look into some of these other angles as he's about to set his lap. Because if you look at the back of his helmet, there is the 3 lions emblem, and also Amane Kanata's logo as the member he's representing. He's actually hundredths of a second behind the pole sitter, so he should have a chance to at least beat Mikolev and Shazan Reza. Speaking of which, the top 4 are only separated by 1/10 of a second. So there's a lot of competition, 2 Nissans and 2 Hondas. Tyler Williams using that main straight to his advantage, manages to claw a lot of hundredths of a second. Claws 8 hundredths of a second, mind you, on the first 2 sectors. He should be in for a pole position run. Beats Isekaiji Mikolev, loses a few hundredths on that final corner. This is shaping up to be a very, very competitive run for the pole position spot. Shazan Reza still stuck behind Jeff Rohan, and Crystal Salman is just up ahead. Not what he would have wanted when it comes to starting the Tsuyo Series campaign, especially given that, of course, Aski has been bleak in terms of bright uniform, in terms of original uniform usage. It won't take put up or shut up or Aski, but of course Aski is free to make her own decisions, and unfortunately Aski's decisions does somewhat affect the performance levels of some of the cars. And look at Raiji Kaczynski, 54.086, 400ths of a second. Tyler Williams improves. He's now up into the front row, 200ths of a second. Raiji Kaczynski now 400ths behind Hofumi. It's now or never for Shazrin. He needs to clear Jeff Rohan and Crystal Salman, and right now he can. Rohan and Salman are literally the 2 slowest cars in the field. Mikolev's also joining on the fight. It's become a proxy race. Reza finally tries to clear Rohan. Down the inside goes the Gen 4 driver, as we mentioned here before. It's literally his 4th final race for him in Mori Luna before he switches full-time to the Koseki Bijou number 14. He already has a replacement lined up at Tokachi Speedway right now, and here's a bit of a surprise. 53.972 for Wim Olgor, and also the Subaru number 48. And Tyler Williams continues to respond. This has been an end-to-end qualifying session here in Tsukuba Circuit, as we are literally looking at drivers literally switching positions. Drivers from out of the blue stealing pole position spots. And right now Tyler Williams has the seat, and he continues to improve. 400ths of a second he has gained on the first sector. As you can see, he is very tidy and clean on the second sector. Hopefully he doesn't actually catch on to traffic. Coming into the hairpin he goes, trying to get a very good launch there, and using the slipstream of Raiji Kaczynski to his advantage. Also looking at Kaczynski, he also has slipstream advantage over Goyana, who's currently 13th. Raiji Kaczynski coming across the line. Will not see any improvements. Tyler Williams, no improvement from him either. Tyler Williams defying expectations. Kanata herself has not used the original uniform since, I believe, in 2023. And has been committed to the bright uniforms exclusively in 2024. Yet Williams continues to absolutely defy expectations and put that number 57 Nissan up front, despite the trends that are going against him. So Bianco goes up into 15th place. 3 minutes until the end of qualifying, and now Shazan Reza is stuck behind Sean Pauly now. Pauly currently up in 10th place. Game meets game. If you look at both Shazan Reza, Sean Pauly, and Raiji Kaczynski, these are the only drivers since the 2022 season to have remained in their respective seats since 2022. Since the start of 2022 at that. And since then they have shared about 60 races between them, actually. And right now Shazan is desperate to find some improvements, but Jean Paul is actually standing at 54.5. Reza still wanting to get some clear air, but but he can take solace in not knowing that he is literally the fastest Honda NSX currently in the field. But also, just want to take a look into the weather report for Tsukuba. Rain is expected at around 5 to 6 p.m. local time, which should be in about 3 to 4 hours. So I think we should still be good, at least virtually. So Shazrin is going to try to get a leg up on Sean Pauly once again, but Pauly is not going to be pitting. He has not much of a chance. If he had a window to pit, that was the time, and now he's going to have to commit into 3 more laps behind Sean Pauly. I'm not sure Shazrin is interested in actually backing off. Doesn't improve on the first sector, continues to be blocked by Sean Pauly. Then if you look at Shazrin, he hasn't been able to actually mount a challenge on Sean Pauly, and you can see here he improved by 200ths of a second, 53.922 for Al Gore. It was 942, it's now 922. Williams only separated by 200ths of a second. Final minute of qualifying. We have Damashnev down in 18th, battling Raji Kaczynski, who's currently up in 4th. And Sky improves. The Split B champion, a former Hololive Japan this year, manages to bring the Iroha Nissan up into 11th place. And also, speaking of Iroha, she's got a bit of a revival in the original uniforms in her last birthday live with Toa, Nene, Marine, and it's Nene, Toa, Marine, Iroha, and Miko. Yes, these are actually these 5 VTubers actually have their cars represented in the Tsuyo series. All 5 of them, mind you. So expect to see some pretty decent performances, because looking at Raji Kaczynski, Ed Sky, Isakaji Mikolev, Mamashaki Reza, and the exception of Jeff Rohan's currently down in 19th. All of them are currently inside the top 10. Shadid Reza will have to end his qualifying session 5th at the very least. Sean Pauly continues to improve but doesn't beat Shakib Reza. Ed Sky gets up into 10th place. Shakib Reza is about to cross the line, doesn't see any improvements. Ed Sky and So Byung-eun. Salman improves, he gets into 19th. Still slower than Vlad Tomashev, who was only 2 seconds slower. Rim Olga completes his lap. Same goes Hofumi. 4 cars left. Raji Kaczynski completes his lap. Also there's Vlad Tomashev, Tyler Williams, Yu Chae-yeon, last driver to cross the line. Will she improve? The answer will be no. We have actually had the confirmation recently that the pole sitter has not been, the pole position spot has been secured by Rim Olgor in the number 48 Ozora Subaru Lexus. Apologies for the slight stutter. Again, I'm the only one in the count 3 booth, so you gotta have to bear with me here. So anyways, let's take a look into the starting grid for the Tsukuba 400 Tsuyo Series race. Here's Rim Olgor currently up in the front spot. For Ozora Subaru, 53.922 for him. Tyler Williams alongside him in 2nd for Amane Kanata. Hofumi starts a respectable 3rd for Tokina Sora alongside Raji Kaczynski. 4th for Yuzuki Choko. 5th goes to Mama Shazan Reza for Himamori Luna alongside Iskaji Mikolev. 6th for Sakura Miko. Ari Nakamura starts 7th for Akai Hato with Momashaki Reza. 8th for Momosu Nene. Sean Pauly 9th for Inugami Korone. 10th place goes to Ed Sky. Russell Karashio 11th for Lapless Darkness alongside Jake Goodwin. 12th for Okami Mio. Daniel Goyana 13th for car number 11 for Usada Pecora. 14th goes to Lorenzo Ricci for Hosha Marine. So Byung-eun starts 15th for Shiranui Flair alongside Alex Grant. 16th for Yukihana Lamy. Yu Chae-yeon starts 17th for Takani Lui alongside Vladislav Damashnev. 18th for Aki Rosato. It's a Honda back row featuring Crystal Salman. 19th for Aski and Jeff Rohan. 20th for Tokoyami Toa. So we got some pretty interesting qualifying session here with 2 drivers only separated by about 110th of a second. And we got some pretty interesting competition at hand as well, as we're about to see our men and women take to the field here in the Hololive GT3 Japan Tsuyo Series, as we're about to get this race finally underway. Here we have Rim Olgor now starting on the pole position spot. Tyler Williams alongside him in second. The Tsukuba 400 Tsuyo Series race is about to get underway, and everyone has a pretty decent launch. Look at Irene Nakamura. She's got a very good launch, but no, she has been sluggish. Some drivers have been sluggish, as we got drivers launching into turn 1. As we can see here, Rim Olgor manages to hold on to his lead. Hofumi second. So lots of drivers having pretty slow getaways, and now Raja Kaczynski has to defend against Shazran Reza for 4th place. Shazran Reza has to hang around the outside for 4th. He might be able to overtake before the Dunlop corner. He should have the inside line. Pushes Kaczynski off wide, and Shazran Reza is about to get himself up into 4th place. From Olgor leads over Fumi and Tyler Williams. Shazran Reza and Raja Kaczynski in a battle for 4th place. Shaka Reza behind him in 6th. Nicholas 7th. Sky 8th, Richie 9th, Grant inside the top 10. We are going to be looking at possibly 2 retirements so far. One of the retirements being Jake Goodwin and actually Irene Nakamura. If you look at them, they both retired from the race on the spot. Very, very unfortunate for... You can see Jake Goodwin's also stranded on the main straight. He's trying to get himself out, but he is outside the racing line. Right now we have 18 cars remaining in this race. Already we have 2 of the 9 Hondas out from the equation. Irene Nakamura slamming in the inside wall at the start. I think also there's also Jay Gooden who also slammed the inside wall at the start as well. So possible suspension failures for both of them, as they're both out of race. But meanwhile we have 18 cars remaining here. Here's Tyler Williams trying to catch up to Hofumi. Shazran Reza is going to be relishing this moment. He has to be thankful that the race has been delayed, because that at least gives him time to sort out the issues with the car. As if you remember what happened in the last race, he was essentially a back marker, only about 4 to 5 seconds slower than the cars up front, which was essentially Mikolev and Goodwin. And speaking of Goodwin, he would have wished that the race hadn't been restarted, but then again, the weather conditions have been too adverse. Now here's the battle we want to take a look into. The Reza brothers in on each other, but it's the older of the Reza brothers that has the advantage. Olgor holding on to his race lead at the moment. Fumi currently in 2nd place. Tyler Williams and Shazran Reza has to find a way past the likes of Tyler Williams, but has to go off wide. Shaka Reza has the slipstream, has the power. He's gonna think of a move down the inside against his own brother, but Shazran Reza manages to clear. Shaka Reza has to fight for another day. Olgor continues to bang fastest lap after fastest lap. 54.867 for the South African driver. Shaka Reza has to go around the outside. Raja Kaczynski is out, ready to pounce. Looking at the rest of the drivers, Iskal Mikolev and Etsky 7 and 8th, Richie 9th, Alex Grant in 10th. Looking at the provisional progress charts here, the biggest gainers, of course, we're going to be talking about Alex Grant, who started 16th, who's now gained up into 10th after that start line mishap from especially Irene Nakamura, and Jake Goodwin helps just the traffic and allows Alex Grant to find a way past. And now looking into the rest of the field, here's Hofumi currently actually slowly catching himself back up into Rim Olgor's grasp. Meanwhile, looking at the rest of the field here, just wanted to check if there's going to be any potential battles. And right now there's nothing to really report, but we are going to take a look at the race field monitor. As you can see here, Crystal Salman might pit a bit early. I'm not sure if that is going to be the right strategy to go for. Shazran Reza will not pit until the late stages of this race, so that he might need to have a bit of a focus here. as the rest of the strategy might be something to behold. The overcut strategy didn't really work in the Tsuyo series. Maybe it could work in the Tsuyo due to the very cold conditions, or with the tires not being able to warm as quickly as it should, especially given the threat of traffic. Rim Olgor passes up again in this race, 54.722. No real battles here to report, as we still have So Byung and still a bit close to Damasia, Doyana even closer. Gen 3 cars just hasn't been at the races, at least at the moment. Speaking of which, Salman is actually holding up the field, and he might be due to have a pit stop. There might be a bit of an error in Salman's end. I think the error hasn't been fixed since yesterday, and so this is going to be a bit of a shame for Salman. Remolgar fastest lap 54.601 as he continues to try to defend against Fumi's advances. Williams slowly losing touch to Fumi. Shazin Reza still keeping himself in touch with Williams, but he's not going to be under pressure to attack as much as he could. And now we see Crystal Salmon coming into the pits. Here's the issue that we are trying to talk about. Here's Olgor, just trying to get himself by. He's actually lost a good amount of time to Fumi. Fumi is actually on the hunt to attack. Fumi looking to pit in the next few laps. Rim Olgor looking to only pit in the next 40 to 50 laps, as if the race wheel monitor has anything to say about it. Salman has just exited the pit lane, now comfortably in last place, 31 seconds behind Rohan. And of course, given that he's pitted pretty early in this race, he'll have to pit again and again. Same issues that prevail. Shazrin is still applying to Crystal Salman, and as you can see here, Olgor is now stuck behind Salman. Fumi is ready to attack. Oh, you can see here, Olgor's getting very desperate. He's been blocked. He's now getting very impatient. The battle for the race lead has now become very open. Now you can see here, Tyler is trying to go side by side with Fumi. Fumi taking up an opportunity, but the opportunity is not there. Olgor side by side with Crystal Salman. Battle for the top 6 is going to get very rife. Tyler Williams is going to take the opportunity to steal second place from Fumi. Down the inside goes Tyler Williams against Crystal Salman. Salman now becoming a serious issue when it comes to being a car lap down, and will now open the door for the entire top 10 to find a way past each other. Williams, and you can see there's another battle here up front. Here's Shadakif Reza battling against Raji Kaczynski, the younger of the Reza siblings, now up into 5th place. Meanwhile, we have Mikola trying to defend against Ed Sky, or rather Sky and Richie battle it out. Richie around the outside, or rather Richie on the inside. And now he takes the opportunity to pass Isagaji Mikolev. Richie now stretching his legs, and you can see Williams has now cleared the lap car. Salman, Shazin Reza is looking to find a way past. Down the inside, possibly goes Shazrin, but Salman is still blocking Shazrin Reza's path. This is going to be like Fuji 2023 all over again. Shazrin Reza, lead lap car, gets blocked by Crystal Salman, who is a lap down. And now he's going to have to be careful as he's going to try to have the door open against his own brother. Shakib Reza is now going to go around the outside against Shazrin Reza. Shazrin Reza actually manages to beat Shakib at the moment. Both of them skirting around the outside. Well, Shazrin Reza skirting around the outside of turn 10. Now coming to turn 11, Shazrin Reza finally tries to clear Salman as he's now going to have his eyes on moving forward. Raja Kaczynski down the inside of Shakib Reza. Raja Kaczynski is going to try to attack. Shakib Reza manages to clear Salman. Kaczynski also going to try to do the same. Down the inside goes Kaczynski. Lorenzo Ricci will follow. Literal moving chicane there, Salman, as he's just currently blocking the path of multiple lead lap cars. And Mikolev is ready to pounce once again. Edskai's going to be looking to steal this opportunity. Lead lap cars are now free. Olgor, Williams, Fumi, and Shazin are now separated by about less than 8 seconds. And right behind Shazin is his own brother Shakif, Kaczynski, and Lorenzo Ricci, currently free from the clutches of Salman. There's also Mikolev and Sky, Alex Grant, Sean Pauly, Rustin Coraccio also getting in the mix. And you can see here Mikolev tries to go down the outside, trying to defend against Ed Sky. Ed Sky down the inside. He makes the move for 8th place. Oh, nearly making contact, both of them. Sky still around the outside. Mikolev now on the inside to try to take his position back. And they're still alongside, nearly making contact, both of them. And as you can see here, coming into that's turn 9, and here's the king at turn 10 coming into the hairpin. You can see here at Sky now diving down the inside. Very aggressive move there by Sky to make his move against Salman. Now Alex Grant is going to have his mix against Mikolev as Fumi sets another fast lap of the race, 54.118. See here, Grant looking for space against Mikolev. Here's Pauly against Coraccio. Pauly on the defensive, Coraccio on the attack. Lap 13 is just gonna start has just started. Now you can see some extra battles here between Grant and Mikolev. Mikolev is gonna have to defend around the outside, and now they're a car length separated. And Sean Pauly down the inside takes the opportunity. It's a signature Sean Pauly move to find an overtaking move from out of nowhere. And that's Sean Pauly inside. And here comes Salman coming into the pits again. And as you can see here, Pauly now has to back off there. Grant, because Salman was pitting. And now Coraccio is going to steal the opportunity to maybe take a position against Pauly. Too far back. Salman's race is like Shazin's race from yesterday, and it's like his race from yesterday. Unfortunately for Salman, the issues have not been fixed. Still having lots of issues with his car right now, and he is going to spend a good amount of time in the pits as well. And looking into Salman again, he's going to have a very low amount of fuel. It's not looking good for Salman. As you can see here, he's now 2 laps down from the rest of the field. Looking at the rest of the lineup here, we have 18 cars still on the field. Salman already out of the equation a long time ago. Race has now calmed down just a bit, as now you can see here Olgor is now stuck behind Christopher Salman once again. Here's Fumi and Williams trying to take advantage of this opportunity. Olgor around the outside, or rather the inside. Fumi's gonna steal a move against Fumi. He's gonna also go around the inside, I believe. No move made for the Salman and Fumi. Fumi continues to be defensive while Olgor now stretches his legs. He's going to be in realistic contention to go back-to-back if he can hang on to this race lead. And looking into the race monitor, he will be going for a more undercut strategy than overcut strategy. That means he'll pit earlier than the rest of the field. But he's going to have a good start to his second stint, and also for his tires to warm up pretty quickly if he wants to have a very good start to his second stint. But given that Tsukuba has significantly cooled down since yesterday, at least in relative to the sunlight thing, Olgar might have a harder time trying to warm up the tires. Very, very hard racing indeed here in Tsukuba, but it's mostly hard and clean except at the start. As you can see here, Tsuyo Reza already trying to find a way into the podium position, but he is going to trust his strategy. He's going to trust that the traffic is going to do its job. Reba also did the same thing actually, and going for the overcut strategy. If Tsuyo Reza could mimic what his mate did last Saturday, then he should be in a serious position to get his first Hololive GT3 Japan Series win of 2024. And just wanted to check on the bit of a backstory here for Luna. Now, of course, if you talk about Luna, this commitment to the original uniform, this is actually one of the best in Hololive at the moment. Only behind probably Yuzuki Choko, but is definitely up there when it comes to commitment to the originals. We got the likes of Subaru and Okayu who are also in the same position, but Luna absolutely sees a future with the original uniforms. Of course, if you talk about the original uniform, it's literally the idol uniforms that matches Luna's base design the most. And speaking of originals, here's a battle between F-Sky and Isakaji Mikolev. Around the outside goes Mikolev. F-Sky is going to switch it on the outside in the next corner, coming into the Dunlop. As you can see here, oh, both of them really having nothing between them. And you can see here, Sky is still alongside, but Mikolev has the inside line coming into the hairpin. Alex Grant is going to save an opportunity as well. Fumi comes in for his pit stop. Looking into Fumi, and oh my goodness, I pitted way too early and he's gonna have to pit again. I think that's his race win over. I think that is a misjudgment in the pit stop strategy call, which will force Fumi to go down the order and be out of contention for the race win. And again, the strategists not doing their job properly. While one driver is going to complain to the strategists about the current situation, one other driver is going to try to hope that his strategists are able to redeem the blunders of what happened yesterday. Tsuyo Reza is now going to try to find a way past Salomon in an effort for him to get himself ever so closer to his first race win of 2024. And one step into winning the 2024 Hololive GT3 Japan Series title. Salomon defends the inside. Tsuyo Reza remains patient. Meanwhile, Kaczynski makes a move against Shakib Reza to gain himself a position up into 4th place. Shakib Reza, though, is going to answer Raja Kaczynski's attack with a masterful counterattack. He's now back up into 4th. Tsuyo Reza looking to find a way past Salomon. Meanwhile, Sky Mikolev at it once again at the hairpin. Oh, you can see here nearly making contact, both of them, but still very clean racing between the two. And now, round the inside goes both of them right now, and as you can see here, it's still pretty much traffic pandemonium between 7th to 11th. 7-11. Anyway, Tsuyo Reza has finally cleared Salomon, and he's ready to race. He's ready to get back some lap times and catch Tyler Williams. Inner Nanara energy that he has remaining to have one final push for, well, 4 final pushes towards the title. Meanwhile, Sky Mikolev once again at the hairpin. Now it feels like nothing is going to separate between these two. Again, back to Iroha and Miko. Both of them actually performed alongside each other in Iroha's birthday live concert. And true to what we're seeing now, there is literally nothing separating between Sky and Mikolev, and now this time Sky gets himself up front. Very, very interesting battles. Very, very interesting battles here. And as you can see here, Sky really, really trying to be on the attack. Will he make a move down the inside? And you can see here again, both of them going side by side. As you can see here, nothing really separating between the two, and that is a huge amount of commitment there again on Mikolev, especially on Sky and trying to defend his position. And now round the inside goes Ed Sky, and Jeff Rohan comes into the pits. He's now free. Every other driver is now free. Rohan's pitted. Williams now catching up to Olgo, who's now stuck behind Salaman. Olgo's gonna try to find his way past Salaman once again. He's now a lap down. He's gonna go 2 laps down. See here, both of them still on the attack here. As you can see here, Williams now stuck behind Salman once again. It's about who gets to pass lap cars the best. And here's another battle here one we take a look at. Here's Hofumi against Sobyangan. Around the inside they go, coming into the final corner, and look like Byung-eun might have the inside line, but Fumi has the outside line. It's gonna probably be at the favor of Byung-eun, actually. On the outside, Dodas Lhasa Damashev inside in 12th place. Both of them are still alongside. Ooh, this is some interesting racing here. Literally alongside again and again, time and time again. This is some very nice racing here. Absolute dub. We're seeing this race literally end-to-end racing action here, while yesterday it was marred by rain. Fortunately, heavens haven't really opened up and weather is not winning today. Speaking of which, Kaczynski and Shakir Reza on our own side-by-side battles here. And as you can see here, Shakir Reza has now been overtaken by Kaczynski at turn 1. As you can see here, Shakir Reza is now going to be under pressure for Raja Kaczynski. Kaczynski's going to steal the podium position spot for Shadon Reza. Both the members they represent are very committed to the original uniforms, and Raja Kaczynski is gonna steal 3rd place. But Shadon Reza believes that it doesn't really matter here if you can just have a good launch off of this turn 11 corner, and now coming into the final corner. As you can see here, Shadon Reza's not close enough, but meanwhile look at Lorenzo Ricci and Mohammad Shakir Reza side by side. It's like Rojas' birthday light once again, and now Shakir Reza falls down to 6th place, Ricci up into 5th. Salman going on the outside, makes contact with Kaczynski. And they're still side by side. This is amazing racing here in Tsukuba, and you can see here Kaczynski is now cleared. Rohan Shadran has yet to clear Rohan. Ooh, nearly making contact, and they make contact. Both of them nearly losing control. Shakir Reza, end-to-end racing stuff, aggressive racing, and that's not the cleanest we're seeing here thus in this Tsuyo race so far. But fortunately, both of them managed to continue. Holy moly, this has got to be an interesting race. Ooh, you could I just saw the replay once again, and that was a move and a half there by Ricci to get himself up into 5th place. Alright, back into the race field monitor. Rim Olga not pitting in the next 20 laps. Tyler Williams not pitting in the next 40 laps. Shadareza not pitting in the next 50 laps. Shadareza not pitting in the next 20 laps. Ricci not pitting in the next 20 laps. Ricci now are on the outside of Shazman Reza. Both Luna and Marine participated alongside each other in Kurobi 2021. Shazman Reza and Rhodes Ricci have histories of battling against each other. Shadareza is going to try to hang around the outside. And here is Jeff Rohan blocking the way. Shadareza is going to have a pretty good launch off of turn 11 to try to see if he could find something against Ricci. But Shadareza is going to have a response. Or rather, Ricci has a response against Jeff Rohan. Rohan gets shuffled off. Ricci clears Rohan. Race is slowly slipping away from Shazran as he's gonna try to get himself against Rohan as soon as possible. He's begging for his own Gen 4 teammate to work for him, work with him, for him to try to get himself the win. But you can see here Rohan is actually clear until the end of this race. Shadareza really on his knees against his own teammate here. Just saying, come on man, work with me, work with me, work with me, please work. How's that Sky, by the way, currently in 7th place, currently having a pretty lonely race. Well, not exactly lonely, but currently Mikalev with him for company. Brothers' battle is just getting started. Shadareza still not clear behind Rohan. Gonna have to cut back deep now, but he doesn't do that. But Shadareza is now alongside. Shadareza is gonna try to defend. And defend he manages to. You can see here Ricci and Shadareza already on different strategies. And now Shadareza finally finds an opening to clear Rohan. But could it be too little too late as he's already lost for 2 positions from the podium? Kaczynski and Ricci. And of course there's also Salman up front. Very hard racing. Lap 30 of this race, 29 laps complete here in Tsukuba. And the racing accident is it's just started. It's just started, honestly. And now Shadareza is still stuck behind Salaman once again. Shadareza is now still stuck behind Jeff Rohan. Shadareza, will he think of a move down the inside? The answer is going to be no, just for now. Move down the inside for Shadareza just yet. Here's Salman still trying to pile on the pressure on Shadareza to try to, make a mistake or something. But then again, Salman is now about 2 laps down from the rest of the field. And is about to go 2 laps down to Rohan. Rather, a lap down to Rohan. Shadareza think of a move down the inside. Will Salman? No, he tucks in deep around the inside once again. A good exit is the focus here. They need a good exit. Will Shadareza think of a move once again? The answer is no. And now you can see your Shadarez's desperation starts to kick in. as Salman is still not cooperating. He is through until the end of this race. Reza still has to make one more pit stop, and he needs a good amount of gaps to Kaczynski, Ricci, Williams, and Olgor for it to make it to work. Olgor now stuck behind Goyena. Fumi's pitting once again. Is Williams stuck behind Cheon? Kaczynski catching Williams. Ricci catching Kaczynski. Reza thinking of a move once again against Salman, but it's still not forthcoming. Here's Mikalev. Here is Mikalev. Here's Sky. Here's Shakib Reza. Here is Jeff Rohan. This is like a Rohan's birthday live stream concert once again. This time 4 to 5 are now involved. Shadrin Reza really needs to find something against Salman, but right now Salman is just not having the thing here, and now Shakib Reza is cleared. Jeff Rohan, he needs to have a bit of extra urgency in trying to attack Salman. Shakib Reza on the inside of Shadrin Reza. Both of them going around side by side at the Dunlop. Shadrin defends for now. Shadrin Reza now has to go for a bonsai move down the inside against Salman for him to try to get himself into a position against Ricci, Kaczynski, Williams, Rufumi now out of the equation for the race win. And now Shadrin Reza is clear to attack Ricci, to attack Kaczynski, to attack Williams. Now about 30 plus seconds ahead of Shadrin. Or rather, 20 plus seconds ahead of Shadrin. Is Williams being stuck against Kaczynski actually harming the times? 56.5, 55.1. Yes, they are gaining. Kaczynski and Ricci, 55.5. There's 5th and 6th. There's Salman and Mikalev. Here are them. Trying to find a way past 2 lap cars at once. Here's Rohan trying to go around the inside of Mikalev to unlap himself. And here is actually Salman about to go another lap down against Rohan. Very, very nice attack here. And you can see here Kaczynski's now almost caught up to Williams. Ricci nearly caught up to Kaczynski as well. Shadrin, Ricci, and Kaczynski are matching each other in terms of pace. But Tyler Williams being stuck behind. The lap card is gonna play into the hands of probably Shadrin Reza, who's actually, remember, he's not going to pin until very late into this race. Now, Shadrin Reza finding a way past Ricci and Kaczynski. Although still setting very good 54s, but still now stuck behind Sobyong. He was stuck behind Goyena that one time. Laps complete. We're probably going to take a slight break at around the halfway stage to rest the throat again. The only commentator in the business. Here's this guy trying to defend against Grant, but Grant already makes his move. Here's Kaczynski, Williams going side by side. Tyler Williams being stuck behind Cheon hasn't been helping him, as Kaczynski is now on the hunt against Williams in 2nd place, and it's going to only help Ricci and Shadrin Reza if both of them are still stuck. There's Lorenzo Ricci at the Dunlop. Shadrin Reza now exiting the first corners. and you can see here another swap of positions here between Sky and Grant. Grant on the inside, Sky on the outside. Ooh, nothing separating between them. You can see here Grant hopping the curbs there, just to some a slight extent. Anyways, just wanted to check on. Here's Sean Pauli now going on the inside of Ed Sky. Remember, a bit of a fun fact, Coronet and Iroha performed alongside each other, I believe, in Iroha's birthday live last year. Now we're seeing Sean Pauli making his move up into 9th. Get to see both Gen 6 teammates, Hololive teammates, now on their battle on their own. The 1, 2, or 3 Nissans now side by side. Ed Sky and Rustin Kurashio at the hairpin here. You can see here Kurashio has a pretty good launch to continue going side by side against Ed Sky. Ooh, and now you can see here both of them still on the aggressive. Gonna have a slight break for a while. We might be seeing some more battles here. You can see here Damashev scrambling there. Also, speaking of which, where the hell has Damashev been? Well, where the hell did Damashev come from? He was at the back and it's now inside the mid-pack, coming into the top 10. We'll have to see how it goes. Anyways, we are now at 39 laps complete, or just wanted to. I'm not sure if I have some bit of an issue here. Yeah, actually, we might. So apologies if the microphone is out. Apologies if the microphone is out. There's literally no one telling me the microphone is out. So apologies if there has been silence in the commentary once again. As we said before, Shazrin Reza struggling to pass Alex Grant. Here is Shazrin Reza being desperate in attacking the wrong areas. Might also want to hope that Alex Grant is going to make a mistake somewhere. Then again, here's Damashev and Shakib Reza. Just wanted to remind you all of the current situation. Here, Shakib Reza is on board. "28 seconds, or rather 29 seconds, separating Shazrin and Allgore. Chances of Shazrin Reza getting this win are surely evaporating away, one by one, bit by bit. Here's Shazrin Reza thinking will move down the inside, already outside of the first two corners. But he's almost paying it dearly with Damashev on the attack. Shazrin Reza once again. You can see the difference in pace at that corner alone. Will Shazrin Reza really needs to hope that Grant somehow understeers. Laps complete here in Tsukuba. Race far from over. Again, apologies for the quiet commentary booth throughout much of the race. Again, no one is telling me that the microphone was off. And here's Goyena down the inside of Ed Sky. Now coming around the penultimate corner, Goyena beats Sky. The number 11 car is now in 11. Here's that Skies is on board. Again, no space for Shazrin to attack. We're going to just be able to get away with a better exit every time. And no pit stop calls yet for Grant. This is a bit concerning. Then again, the race field monitor is very misleading in this round. Shazrin really thinks of a move, but he's too far back. Not enough real estate for Shazrin. Damashev is ready to pounce. Shakib Reza and Tyler Williams battling out side by side. So again, please remind if the microphone if the microphone goes off. Please remind, because the microphone was off for much of the race. Fortunately, I managed to turn it back on only when I realized it was off in OBS. Now back onto the racing scene. 30 laps to go. Shazrin still struggling to find a way past Grant. Grant is absolutely being an absolute pain, and Allgore has already cleared himself. Kaczynski has already cleared himself. Grant has yet to pit. Damashev has yet to pit. Third place all but guaranteed at the moment for Shazrin. And Will Shazrin taking a move down the inside once again. He needs to have a good launch, but Grant has the better launch. Coming into the final corner. Alex Grant continuing to showcase his skill of holding up the pack. Shadreza thinks it will move down the inside. Still too far. Has to tuck behind. Shadreza is ready to attack. Tyler Williams is ready to respond. Probably being patient, slowly but surely, but here's Tyler Williams making a move down the inside against Shakib Reza. Shakib Reza is going to respond. Very quick counterattack. Here's the Mashevs on board as we get to see both of them really on the attack. Side by side they go. And Lorenzo Ricci is ready to pounce. He's on the attack. Cars very much inseparable at the moment. Williams on the outside, Ricci on the inside. Alex Duran absolutely annoying Shadreza to a huge amount right now. Here's also Brianna being overtaken by Rustin Caraccio. He's now up into 12th place there, Caraccio. Olgors is next. Car that he wants to lap through me. Not much of a wrong for Rim Olgor. He's going to kick off the Tsuyo campaign with a win, being the first repeat winner in the Hololive GT3. Well, being the first repeat winner this season, he's going to bring the Ozora Subaru tally to 4, or rather 5, as Colin Gibbons won in 2022, and then Orihara Isaiah won in 2022, Hans-Henrik Heinz won in 2022, and then Remo Oldgore 2 times this season. And he's gonna go into the record books as the first driver to win for Ozora Subaru more than once in Hololive GT3. He's already done so in all of Aero competitions, with both the Japan Grand Prix and the Tsukuba 500. Here's Ricci down the inside of Shakib Reza. Oh, and you can see here Ricci pushes Shakib off, and you can see here Shakib had to take evasive action. He's now down in 7th. Shakib Reza still stuck behind Alex Gran, who is showing no signs of pitting. It's just gonna have to hope that Grant pits at the end of this race, like Count Gibbons and all that. Okay, here's I think it will move down the inside, but still too far back. Shadrin is absolutely making the most of his time, but will it be too much? Here's Paulie clearing Solomon, putting him a lap down. Aguillena's down in 14th place. Paulie's now actually has overtaken So Byung-eun earlier that lap, so that's also something to look out for. Meanwhile, we have Kaczynski and Olgor currently controlling this race. Grant absolutely just holding back Shazrin at the moment, and Shazrin having no way to respond to these charges. But you can see here Shakib Shadreza actually has a very good launch once again, but still too far back. All Shadreza needs is to just spook Grant into understeering outside. And that's what Shadreza needed. Unfortunately, it's not going to be the case. Again, same old store, same old song and dance. Shazrin has had to clear Grant, so we're gonna have to look into other drivers. Here's Tyler Williams against Shakib Reza, and also another Lexus at the back that looks like Olgor. Big game move against Hofumi and Yu Cheon. At this rate, he's gonna go lap them all. Tyler Williams is now the last driver on the lead lap. Allgor is just going absolutely ham. Despite having the good amount of damage in a Subaru car, he is still charging on. And now Shadra is thinking of possibly a move here, but he's just not budging. It's gonna be no. And here's So Byung-eun already coming down inside of Jeff Rohan. And Salman coming soon, so there's more lap card. But then again, at the very least, somewhat, well, Grant is not too slow to actually move my sense of out of the way, but he is slow enough that he actually makes Southern lose a lot of time against Allgor. Now I can see Allgor is now caught up to the back of this whole train. Kaczynski is going to catch up soon. Surely train behind Alex Grant right now, and sooner or later they will be joined by So Byung-eun. So Byung-eun now coming down the inside of Solomon. Clear Salman. Now Rohan. It's all about who's gonna chicken out first. Here is actually Ricci trying to clear out the Damasha of 5th place. He's gonna look for Shazrin's 4th. But as you can see here, there's still nothing separating between the two. Ooh. Ricci overtaken by Damasha once again. No contact made just yet. And Sheldon Reza finally thinks of a move down the inside. Finally, he clears Alex Grant to get himself into 3rd place. But the problem is that he has been stuck behind Grant for over 20 laps now. And his chances of a race win have now gone to dust as Damashev and Grant finally come into the pits. Almost going to be all for naught as Shazrin is now 50 plus seconds behind Kaczynski and around 50 seconds behind Kaczynski and Allgor. Alex Grant done doing whatever he needs to do to basically give Shazrin a bit of a headache. Kaczynski forcing Shazrin to go off wide. Shazrin's gonna be up to the task when it comes to defense. Yes, that's what he's doing right now. Damashev exits in 11th, or rather 12th. It's overtaken by Pauly. Grant's gonna take a good amount of time to get his car serviced. Guiana's gonna get up to 13th. So Byung-eun is gonna get up to 14th at this rate. Allgor trying to clear Mohammad Shakif Reza for him to go a lap down. Only 4 cars on the lead lap. Shazrin Reza still trying to find a way past Rohan. Lorenzo Ricci now down the inside of Shazrin Reza. And Ricci is now up into 3rd place. Rohan is absolutely not helping Shazrin Reza in any favor. But here's Shazrin Reza on the counterattack. Round the outside at the right-hand corner. Oh, and nothing comes out of it for now, but Shadowrez is still able to, at the very least, go side by side. Here's Ricci being held up by Rohan. Shadowrez having a very good launch. As you can see here, Ricci just has a seriously good launch. As you can see, Shadowrez had to lift. Because he knows that there's a good opportunity to clear Rohan right now, and just hope that Salman doesn't cause a bit of a headache. But Rohan manages to move past, and Remo Allgor is going to move Shadowrez a lap down. Shadowrez not happy at what Rohan has been doing. He's not happy with what Grant has been doing. Shadowrez is going to have to force one himself. battle for lap cars has been absolutely crazy. Meanwhile, Alex Van is now stuck inside the pits. Looks like something is definitely wrong with the car. What has happened to Alto Santana has not affected Alex Grant. There is a mechanical issue in the car. He can't continue any further. Now Shadowreza needs to use Crystal Solomon as a pick to make a move against Lorenzo Ricci. Rim Olgor still stuck behind the Tokoyami Toa car of Jeff Rohan. Here's Ricci on the inside against Solomon. But will Shadowren think of a move around the outside? He sweeps around the outside. Oh, that was amazing from Shadowreza to try to fight back Lorenzo Ricci. For him to get himself up into third place. Inside goes Shadowren. Oh, that was very bold from Shadowren. And now he's gonna have his eyes set on taking out Salomon. And by taking out Salomon, I mean moving Salomon out of the way for him to have clear air. For him to, at the very least, have a shot of securing third place. Shadowreza and Crystal Salomon. Rim Olgar now behind Lorenzo Ricci. Here's Shadowreza on the inside of Salomon. This is his golden opportunity to at the very least stretch ahead into third place. That's what he's doing now. Crystal Salomon now having to move away against Ricci. Will there be contact? Will there still be battles? There will still be battles between the Marine and ASCII cars. And Rim Olgor still stuck behind. 34 cars on the lead lap currently. Provisionally it will be Olgor, Kaczynski, Shadowren and Ricci. Shadowren's now pulling away. Will he be able to have this limited amount of laps, 16 laps to go here in this race, for him to claw back the lost time at the very least against Kaczynski and Olgor? It's gonna be a long shot, but Shadowren's gonna have to give it a shot. Some battle side by side. That looks like Kaczynski against Salomon. Second place Kaczynski, under somewhat of a good control. The sun may not be shining right now as it's still pretty much overcast here in Tsukuba, but the sun is definitely shining on Christoph Salomon. Rim Olgor. We're having an amazing race up until this point. Progress chart right now. It's going to be a pole to win by him not leading all of the laps. He has been particularly immaculate so far. Ricci has been gained 10 positions from 14th to 4th. It's driver of the race here. Driver of the day, for sure. Just look at this. Salomon 5 laps down. Rohan 4 laps down. Cheon 2 laps down. This is just mental. In grand scheme, just absolutely mental. Well, Mikolev against Hofumi. The battle between the Gen 0 members. Here's Mikolev on the outside. And now down the inside goes through Mikolev. He has to go around the long way out. Inside goes Mikolev. See if he can just hang around in 7th place. Shadowreza has pulled away and against Ricci. He's slowly catching up with 54.869 there for Shadowreza. Olgor is at the 55.6 because this is at the 54.9. So Shadowreza should have a good chance of actually at the very least securing 3rd place. His last podium came here at Tsukuba in Formula Hololive Japan. Or rather at Sepang. Sorry about that, in the Sepang Grand Prix. He's going to secure his first Hololive GT3 podium finish of the season so far. And his first since Sepang last February in Formula Hololive. There's any mishap that's going to happen to the leading pack. It's going to be an insane change in complexion of how we view the results. Here is Olgo around the battle against Lorenzo Ricci. Here's onboard Allgore. Laps complete here in the Tsukuba 400 Tsuyo Series race. If you think the Zaku was entertaining last Saturday, this has got to take the cake here in Tsukuba. I mean, I don't remember having this amount of good racing in 2023, but we're seeing it here in 2024. Here's Allgore. Oh, really getting close there to Kaczynski, and already getting close to Ricci. So you gotta stay tuned here, as the final laps might be seeing some extra development here between Allgore and Kaczynski, because right now it's the battle between the leaders. Actually, they're only separated by under a second. If Kaczynski can clear Hofumi, which he's going to try to do so now, and he's now at the precipice of getting his first race win since Tokachi 2 years ago. Right now, Kaczynski's gonna try to make his mark against Hofumi. Will Fumi budge? That will be the big question. And can he make Hofumi budge? Is on board Kaczynski. As you can see here, Allgore is gone wide. Alright, sorry, that's not Hofumi up in front. That's actually Tyler Williams. Sorry about that. So both of them are up. So both of these sets of cards are on their own sets of battles. Although one of them is a lap down, and the other is on the lead lap. And how about this for a move again? Here's Kaczynski trying to go around the inside of Williams. He's a bit too far back. Will he think of a dive bomb down the inside of the final corner? Not quite. 10 laps to go. It's going to go down to 9 laps to go here in the Tsukuba 400 Tsuyo Series race. But he has a good launch over the final corner. Kaczynski's now on the inside of Tyler Williams. And now, Kaczynski's front. What he is looking at right now in front of him is the leader, the race leader, Rim Allgore right now. And if he could make a move within the next few laps, then he will be sure to place himself as one of the few greats in ARO competitions. He, I believe, has only won 2 races or 1 race from what we're seeing. But for now, we have Kaczynski needing to do just one more thing, pass Rim Allgore for the race lead and cause a massive upset. Speaking of Shadowreza, he's now stuck behind Sobyong and Danilo Goyeda, but not that he mind too much. He knows that the leading, catching up to second place is going to be a bit of an impossibility, but here's Shadowreza trying to make a move against Byung-eun. Reza already making his move past. Here's Pauly and Caraccio. Here's Caraccio is on board. Caraccio stays in 10th place. Pauly drops down to 11th. How will this development go in these final sets of laps? 8 laps to go. Sorry, no, 7 laps to go. Kaczynski pitted later than Allgore, so he'll has the tire advantage All he needs is that bit of spark, a bit of that devilish injection, a devilish kiss from Yuzuki Choko for him to finally make the charge into the Tsuyo. Oh well, finally for him to have him lead the Tsuyo with this win. And now he has Lorenzo Ricci at the back. If he still is under pressure from Ricci and he makes the move wrong, then it's gonna open the door for Kaczynski to make the move. Final corner. 6 laps to go. Crusher and Paulie going side by side once again. Side by side they go into turn 11. Here they come. Sean Paulie are on the inside. Crusher hanging around the outside to see if he can have a good launch. And you can see here they're still side by side. Mikolev and Fumi also making their moves known. Mikolev making a diving bomb down the inside of Fumi, and he's now up into 8th place. Paulie hangs around in the inside to make himself comfortable in 10th place. Here is Olgo trying to make a move against his Ricci. If the move's not done right, then it's gonna open a door for Kaczynski to make the move, and now you can see here, it's still stalemate. It's still stalemate as it stands. Both of them are set to clear Lorenzo Ricci, and as it stands right now, there will only be 3 cars on the lead lap. Lorenzo Ricci, move aside. Still nothing in between the two with 5 laps to go. Here's Kaczynski really hanging around the outside. I think he's alongside. He's almost alongside. He might think of a dive bomb down the inside. Not close enough, but you can see how close he has been to Olgo there. Olgo struggling with the tires right. You can see here into the tire graphics here. Olgo having 52 lap old tires. Kaczynski having 45 lap old tires. This is just mental. It's just one simple mistake from Olgo, and it's all gonna come undone for him. Here comes Kaczynski down the inside. But he's too far back to make any sorts of moves. Lap 95 of 98, 4 laps to go. Very, very close there to Olgo. Well, you think of a move somewhere, anywhere. Will there be a final lap move? Anyways, back onto this race. Over 3 laps to go. Shadowreza now stuck behind, actually, Danilo Goyena. The last car to be seriously under pressure to go a lap down. Here's Shakareza making a move against Tyler Williams, potentially for 5th place. Down the inside goes Shakareza. And you can see here Shakareza really trying to get on the up there, trying to pass Goyena at the very least. He already has 3rd place secured. 3 laps just under 2 laps, just under 3 laps to go now. Kaczynski still haven't found something against Kaczynski. Oh, here's Shakareza and Tyler Williams making their moves. Here's Shakareza on the attack, Tyler Williams on the defensive. Down the inside he goes. Too far back goes Shakareza to make any sort of meaningful attack. An ultimate lap of this race is about to start. Kaczynski still trying to find something against Olgo in the dying stages of this race. You gotta have to tune into this race right now. If you're not watching, please tune in right now. Here's Kurashio and Damashnev, also right up Kurashio and Paulie making their moves. Kurashio manages to steal back 10th place after he was being initially overtaken by Sean Paulie. Here's Kaczynski and Olgor side by side on the penultimate lap of the race. As you can see here. Now he's gonna go side by side with So Byung-eun. And Byung-eun is gonna be the decider potentially. He's not gonna challenge Rim Olgor. Rim Olgor has cleared So Byung-eun, and now he has one car between himself and Kaczynski, and one more lap between himself and scoring multiple wins for Ozora Subaru. 4 drivers have represented Ozora Subaru in the past. It was Callum Gibbons in the start of 2022, Orihara Izai in the middle of 2022, and Hans-Henrik Heinz in the end of 2022. All 3 of them have won a Hololive GT3 race, and then came Rim Olgor, the current Ozora Subaru driver. He has won the Sugo 500 earlier in the season. He's won the Japan Grand Prix in Formula Hololive earlier in the season. Both of them came in as season openers for the qualifiers. And now to open up the Tsuyo Series, 2 more corners separate between Olgor and his second win for Ozora Subaru. It's going to be win number 5 for Ozora Subaru as he's now coming across the back straight. The sun may not be shining at Tsukuba, but the sun is shining on Ozora Subaru. The girl of the sun, Tsuyo as she's being called. Rim Olgor coming across the final corner. He wins the Tsukuba 400 Tsuyo Series race. Amazing race for Kaczynski to stay in second place. It was a valiant effort for him, but it's just not meant to be. Frichi hangs on to 4, Williams 5th, Shakir Reza 6th. Last battles might come in the form of Pauly and Damashev coming across the line. Will Damashev make a last lap pass? I think he did. He made the last lap pass. He secures 11th place right at the death. Daniel Goyen and Mohamed Shazin Reza, the last drivers to cross the line. Shazin Reza will be happy for this result as he secures his first podium for Himamori Luna for this season. That was a race and a half. That was just crazy. But anyways, the Lexus dominance continues in Tsukuba Circuit despite a delay for the Tsuyo Series by a day. Let's take a look into the race results, especially. Rim Olgor takes the checkered flag here in Tsukuba Circuit faster than actually what Kamera Ripa had run, actually. Raji Kaczynski also behind him in second place for Yuzuki Choko. And then coming across podium positions, the only non-Lexus car to finish on the podium in this Tsuyosako round as Mohamed Shazin Reza gets 3rd place for Himamori Luna. Lorenzo Ricci finishes 4th for Hosha Marine. 5th place goes to Tyler Williams and Amane Kanata. 6th place goes to Shaka Reza and Moses Nene. Sakaji Mikalev 7th for Sakura Miko. 8th place goes to Hofumi for Tokino Sora. And Skynet 9th for Kazamai Rohan. And 10th place goes to Rustin Kurashio for lap to start. As 3 of the 4 Lexus cars made it into the top 10. With Vlasa Dabasha nearly making the top 10 as he only made a last lap pass against Sean Pauly. That is at the very least something to smile about. Unfortunately, Salmaman did finish 17th, but he was the last of the 17 cars still remaining. Sean Pauly finishes 12th, Danilo Goyena 13th, So Byung-eun 14th, Yu Chae-yeon 15th, Chef Rohan 16th, Chris Salman 17th for Aski on Aski's birthday, no less. But at the very least, he finished the race for Aski, and that should be one thing that counts, even though it amounts to almost absolutely nothing because Aski's gonna use only the right uniforms anyway in this live live concert at 8 p.m. Japan time. Alex Grant finishes 18th despite running through a Millar. The race he will be considered as a DNF as he had an issue with the car that forced him out. Ayu Nakamura and Jake Goodwin crashed out at the start. Very, very unfortunate for them. So anyways, let's take a look into the replay to see what has exactly happened to Nakamura and Goodwin. So let's take a look at Goodwin's is on board, see what has happened. But first, let's take a look into Irie Nakamura. So here's Nakamura. As you can see here, the steering has already failed. As you can see here, suddenly the car suddenly wanted to veer right, and Nakamura tried to steer it back onto the left, but it just didn't come. It just wasn't meant to be. And also, Jake Goodwin encountered the same issue. So let's take a look into the onboard for Jake Goodwin. Here's Jake Goodwin. Oh, you can see here, same issues. Same issue as Nakamura. Very, very unfortunate for these two drivers to go out like this. And so anyway, we are going to move on to the race results and the championship standings. No Grand Slam this time by, as we are going to report to you that there is nothing much to highlight. Well, let's just hope that the results at the very least get processed, on which it does. So at this point, we're just going to check the results. Just wanted to check onto the results. Results are still pretty accurate. So let's take a look into the championship standings of the Tsuyo Series, as we are about to end this weekend once and for all. We have already extended it to a Monday. So here it is. Just wanted to show you what it shows right now. Unfortunately, the screen is not. And right now it's still pretty dark, but we are going to use the results in the top. We're going to be using the results from the Tsukuba 400 race as reference. Okay, here it is. Rim Olgor now takes the lead of this championship with 3 races to go. Raja Kaczynski is in 2nd place. Shazan Reza 3rd. Lorenzo Ricci 4th. Tyler Williams is in 5th. Checker Reza 6th. Isakaji Mikalev 7th. Hofumi 8th. Etsky 9th. Rustin Carrasco staying inside the top 10. And then looking at the rest of the field, Demashnev 11th. Sean Pauli 12th. Daniil Goyana 13th, Sobyung in 14th. Yu Chaeyoung takes the final point spot. And looking at the rest of the drivers who are not going to score points, Jeff Rohan 16th, Jeff Rohan and Jake Goodwin 16th and 17th respectively. Alex Grant and Irie Nakamura 18th and 19th. Crystal Salmons' consistent run in serious doubt. He's started already in both of the qualifiers and the Tsuyo down in the dumps. But just wanted to highlight to you of actually who finished 16th and 17th. Jeff Rowan finished 16th. Salman finished 17th. Jay Goodwin, Grant 18th. Jay Goodwin 20th and Nakamura 19th. Just want to give you all a bit of an update. With that being said, let's give a round of applause to everyone for still trying to run this event despite being delayed to a Monday, and we'd like to thank everyone for sticking around with us through all of these delays. So we'll be running through with the results, and we'll be posting on Twitter and YouTube as usual. And with that being said, this weekend, we're going to Tokachi up in Hokkaido for the start of the Tsuyo Zaku Cup of Formula Hololive Japan. And with that being said, we'll hope that everyone here is able to tune in. My name is Wamashita Reza in the commentary booth, and you've been watching the Tsukuba 400 Tsuyo Series race. We'll see you this weekend for Formula Hololive's Tsuyo Zaku Cup.